there's a lot of people who, and actually I follow a few of them, a lot of channels on YouTube that became very, very successful by gossiping and talking about celebrity. And celebrity gossip always works, but there's a difference between the rumor and the truth, and you heard something and then lying about people. And I think it's very interesting how, and especially in the US, but it's a sentiment that I feel when you hear or when you read comments on the internet about stuff. A lot of people believe that because you are a celebrity, anything people say about you comes with the territory. And listen, you famous, so you should. Why are you complaining? You have money. But listen, you can have all the money in the world and kill yourself because of online bullying or whatever. Some people are not built for that, and some people, they don't do this for that. And I don't believe that because you're famous, you're supposed to accept the whole world. People talking about you, it's normal. People wanting to do, it's normal. But then people insulting you or lying about you. To me, we arrive to a limit. And I guess Cardi B, who sued the very famous YouTuber and celebrity blogger Tasha K, who's somebody, I watch her channel. She's very entertaining. She's good. I'm not a fan, but I'm subscribed and I watch her stuff. Very successful. But apparently she won the lawsuit. Cardi B won the lawsuit against her for defamation. And it seems like on the stand, Tasha K admitted to, a few of the things that she was saying about Cardi B were not true. So, these boys. Grammy Award winning rapper Cardi B won a lawsuit Monday against YouTuber Tasha K for defamation, invasion of privacy, and intentional infliction of emotional distress, and was awarded 7-figure sum in damages. So it is said that Tasha K has to pay her more than 3 million something. Cardi B, whose real name is Belcalis Marlenis Almanzar, was targeted by Latasha Transrina Kebe, who goes by the name Tasha K, in a malicious campaign to damage and destroy her reputation among her fans, according to a 2019 lawsuit filed in the District Court of Northern District of Georgia. Kebe published multiple false and defamatory statements about plaintiff, including that plaintiff was a prostitute, plaintiff was a user of cocaine, plaintiff had and still has herpes, the lawsuit read. And making and publishing the statement and campaign of harassing videos, including defamatory videos. Defendants were intending to cause plaintiff emotional distress, the lawsuit stated, and also claimed that Cardi B suffered severe humiliations and mental anguish. A jury Monday awarded Cardi B $1.5 million in punitive damage, $1 million in general damages such as pain and suffering, reputation injury, and another $1.3 million in litigation expenses, court papers show. She was also awarded $250,000 in medical expenses, but both parties agreed to reduce that to $25,000. Plaintiff Cardi B thanked the jury in a statement and said, these past couple of years have been difficult for me and constantly reliving it. Very hard for me. Thank you to the juror. The jurors took time off their regular life and made a very fair and right decision. CNN has reached out to Tasha K in a 24 statement. Thing is this. In my opinion, you have the right to talk about celebrity. Like I said, you can talk about celebrities. Tell me your opinion in the chat, of course, what you think about it. I believe that, a lot of people, because they will never be in the shoes of somebody who's famous, they only see the good side. The good side of being famous. Yeah, listen, everything is free. You go somewhere, they offer you drinks, food. Girls like you more, guys like you more. People are like, people love you even if they don't know you. There's a lot of great things, and there's a lot of things that not to complain. And you get paid sometimes just to show up somewhere. You get paid to do what you love. Like, all this is amazing. But it's interesting how people in this world believe that because you do something that you love, you have to pay a hard price for that. Like, not only you have to do what you love, but when people will insult you, you cannot complain. Or when people will lie about you, you cannot complain. Listen, I heard that I was a cocaine user. I heard that through friends who were in conversation, those big conversations at table, and somebody who knows you very well, who know you never tried drugs, is hearing the table, hearing people say, no, I was there, I saw him. There was a mountain of cocaine. He arrived, like, took everything, like. And you're like, what should you say? Well, I didn't know what to say. What you mean you didn't know what to say? Tell him you're my cousin. And this is not true. But people love the shock value. And listen, gossip that is said between people who are trying to be interesting in a table in a private setting is something. But the things I say here inside of this channel, they are going on the internet, and who knows how many people will see this video. 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, 1,000,000 people. So the more people you have, the more subscribers you have, everything you say kind of become the truth to the people who trust you with the information you're giving to them. And it's the same thing for mass television, right? It's the same thing for TV, same thing for every program. So what is interesting to me is how much you're gonna have all these people who will say that they don't mind lying about somebody or not being sure about in a certain information, but still they will push that information forever until it ruins your life. And then, like, if you're not a human being, and then when they realize that the information was false, or you were innocent, or whatever the case may be, then nobody pays for that crime, because it's a crime. Nobody pays for the harm they cause to you as a person. And it's not just just close your phone or just don't watch whatever. Listen, when everybody's talking about you, it will get to you, or it will get to your children, your cousins, your brothers, sisters, mother, your father, your aunties, like your close friend. It will get to you from one way or another, because people will talk about you. When you are famous, people talk about you. People talk about your life as if, and I understand, your the people you love, whatever, or you can be a subject of conversation. It's not the problem. The problem is people really want whatever they say about you to reach you. Listen, my whole life I've been famous. People been talking about me my whole life. I know that. But sometimes the information arrives to you, and sometimes what people say about you is so ridiculous that you just want to laugh. Some other time, it's more serious. If you are a honest person and you are adamant about the honesty, and somebody is calling you a crook out there, and maybe that person is somebody that has a big voice and is saying that, oh, you stole money from that person or that person, whatever, without having any evidence. Not only it hurts you, but it hurts your business as well. So let me tell you a story. As if when you're famous, you're no longer a human being with a private or personal feelings. Exactly. So, in 1999, I have the song Bounce Baby that is #1 everywhere. My album is #1. Everybody's loving my album, etc., etc. It's amazing. And, I'm performing everywhere, etc. And one day, I have this girl calling me and telling me, hey, I can't wait to see you tonight. And I'm like, I don't have a date with that girl. Like, we meeting? And I'm like, tonight? What you talking about? Like, did I forget about something? I'm so sorry. And she's like, no, your show tonight. I'm like, my show tonight? And she's like, yeah, you have a show at La 5e Dimension. And I'm like, no. And she's like, no, listen, they announced it in the radio. Claudie Siard talked about it in his show. There's advertisement about it on Media Tropical. I'm like, call my manager. Yo, Guylaine, like, do we have a show tonight? And she's like, a show tonight? I say, yeah, apparently we have a show at La 5e Dimension. We're like, and she's like, hell no. There's no show. We have no booking with them. And if we had a booking, I would have the 50%. So no, there's no booking with them. I'm looking at my agenda, etc. There's nothing. All right. So, you know what? I decided to ask a friend to take me to the club. And I just went to the club. And I really came in and I stayed inside of the crowd with 2 friends of mine. And I did everything not to be recognized. I don't even remember what did I do, but whatever. So I was just there, because I always wear glasses. So I went there without glasses, dressed completely differently. And I was just there with 2 friends. And we just stay there and we wait. And then Claudie Siard arrives. He arrives to the stage an hour after when I was supposed to perform. And then he begins. He's like, my friends, when people get famous, they forget where they came from. They forget that you are the people who made them become famous. They forget about you because now they think that they all that. But these artists must not forget that you make them famous, but you can also make them fall. And tonight, the artist named Kaysha decided to disrespect you and not come to do the show. Everybody in the crowd like, boo, motherfucker. I'm in the crowd like, yo, Scooby, woo. And everybody's insulting me. Everybody's talking. And the guy is like saying, yeah, starting tomorrow at the radio, first of all, I will stop playing his music. And I will tell in the radio what happened. So as a cautionary tale for other people who would want to hire this artist who doesn't respect his public. And I'm like, I look at, so the guys that were there, that were with me were pissed off. And they were, one of them was a gangster. They were like, yo, let's go backstage. Let's beat up everybody. And I was like, take me out of here. So we leave the club. I'm super pissed. I'm pissed off. I call my manager again. Yo, Guylaine, hey, the things they said about me when this show was not supposed to happen. Oh, listen, blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. She's like, don't worry. Tomorrow, 8 a.m., we on it. So my manager comes to my house. So back then it was before, it was before cell phones and stuff. Why did you have a cell phone? I don't know. So it's 99. We go to my manager's office. We go to her office phone. What is this? Oh, it's me. We go to her office phone and we call Claudicia. Now, first we call the club. So we call the club. Yes, hello. This is Guylaine Cléry, manager of Kaysha. We want to talk to the, and she knew everybody, of course. Yeah, I want to talk to such and such, which is the manager of the club. Oh, yes, Guylaine, what can I do for you? I say, yeah, listen, it has come to my attention that you have been doing false promotion of my artist. And everybody has been promoting the fact that yesterday there was a show of Kaysha, which was not true. So we are about to sue you guys for defamation and bad business practice, etc., blah, blah, blah. Just to let you know. And she hangs up. And the person tries to call. She hanged up. Then we call Claudicia. And we said, hey, bro, because I know him. Called him. I said, listen, bro, I was there yesterday and we're about to sue the ass of everybody. We're about to sue the fuck out of all of y'all. I'm about to sue you. I'm about to sue the club for defamation, for all that. I had no show, no business with you guys. And it's about to go it's about to go crazy. So I'm just letting you know. And I heard everything you said yesterday, and I also heard what you say in the morning in the radio, and all this, it's about to go crazy because I had no show. So Claudie says, yo, wait a minute. I had no idea that you had no business with these guys. I'm the presenter. I don't work with them. They paid me to present the show. Then they came to me and told me, yo, the show is, the guy didn't come for the show. And they were pissed. So that's why I said what I said on stage. So sorry, bro, I didn't know that, etc., etc. So I'm like, listen, I don't know, but I believe you. It's possible, makes sense what you're saying, but now I'm telling you, I never had no contract with these people. And you know my manager, you know she's serious, you know how we work. And so he's like, listen, what I can propose you, because of the things that I said on stage and the things that I said at the radio, is for you to come to the radio today at 12. That's when I have my show, and there's gonna be everybody from the community is listening at that time. So come here and we can have a conversation about that live, and you can explain the situation for your public, because the damage is done to me. So I went to his show live at 12, and yeah, I explained to everybody, okay, first of all, I'm sorry for everybody who paid for their ticket for nothing, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I had no show with that club. Nothing was like, this whole thing was fraudulent. It was a lie. There was no show, etc., etc. I tell everybody the truth. Actually, I was there in the crowd. I saw everything that happened, and listen, I was a victim like everybody else. I explained my whole situation to everybody, and I was like, oh, I'm disgusted by this whole shit, because I tried to do a professional work, and now you have people lying about you. You have people lying about you doing a show, and then you have somebody presenting and destroying your character, even if he doesn't know about the situation still. And so Claudicia on the live presented me his excuses. He said, listen, I want to say that I'm sorry that I didn't know, etc., etc. I said, oh, I accept your excuses, and listen, if somebody hires you to present a show and then people tell you, hey, the guy didn't show up, it's not your fault. And he said, I will also now talk to the club and ask the club to what are their version of things. I said, oh, listen, you don't need to call them. The justice will call them, because I'm gonna sue the fuck out of everybody. Listen, at night, so I think 30 minutes after that interview, everybody was, what the fuck? The club called. Oh, we're so sorry. He was not us. He's the promoter. He said that you would come. What can we do? My manager was like, it's very simple. First of all, you're gonna pay us. So there's two ways we can do this. Or we go to, we sue you guys, because this is a new artist. He just has his first hit, and this is bad for him, right? So that's one way we can go. We sue you. Or another way, we find an arrangement, financial, where, first of all, tonight we want, so this is what we asked. We said, tonight we want you guys, and we want to hire again Claudie. Claudie has to come tonight, because he was on a Friday, and then Saturday was the big night when there was a lot of people. So we want you to go and have Claudie come and now excuse himself on the behalf of the club, and say that, yesterday there was a quiproquo, whatever, and actually Kaysha was not supposed to be there, blah, 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 blah. So we are sorry to Kaysha on the behalf of the club, etc., etc. All this energy that you spent fucking my name yesterday, you have to do it tonight. And so that's one. Then you have to pay us double the price of my normal show for yesterday. That's first. And then you're gonna have to hire us on for a real show, and you're gonna pay double the price again. So you're gonna pay 4 shows for us to not go on court. If not, we sue you guys. And they're, they were like, listen, we accept everything. We're gonna pay because and then so they asked when we were free, and so I think I had a show the next week after that in that club. The club was full as fuck, full, and then so they paid us for the club the night before, double, and then they paid us for the Friday or the Saturday, I don't remember. The Saturday it was full like crazy. Claudie presented this time, me as if I was a superhero. Then I came on stage, did my show. It was crazy. Everybody was crazy about it. Everybody was happy. And then after that, they pay us another extra to say we are sorry. It was not our fault. It was somebody who did a party in the club, whatever. And we were like, hey, listen, it's fine. And then after that, they also book us again for the week after. So I made, in total, I made the amount of 5 shows for that incident. But this could have destroyed my whole career, because fans can love you, but then they can hate you if they believe that you are disrespecting them. And all they need is somebody who's telling them, yeah, this motherfucker is disrespecting you, when maybe you are at home sleeping. And this happened to me a lot in my career. You never know who you handling or who you dealing with. Somebody might not respect the cachet, or might not send you the 50%, but still do the promotion and keep telling you that he's gonna send you the 50%, and then doesn't send it to you. And then when you say, okay, I'm not coming because I didn't see the 50%, then they go on the maybe it's in London or it's in New York or wherever it is, or in Congo, and they say, oh, these artists, or he's sick or whatever, and that's why I have a lot of minions. I have a lot of like girls like Trish, who's not here, but that they're in the club and they're like telling me exactly what's going on Facebook. They're telling me, yo, this is happening, they're saying this is what they say. I'm like, yeah, film it. So then we have evidence, because that shit is crazy. So yeah, I understand just this to tell you that it is always like that. When I was working on TV, people were saying that I was handicapped because I was always sitting on the chair in the studio. Oh my god. Yo. Bas level. I didn't see it yet, but I have to see it, about that whole incident, how the whole world was against. Listen, yeah, that's crazy. I have to check it out. And so this is why, to me, I really understand the side of a Cardi B, that I understand you get famous, people will talk about you. This is something. But when people are lying about you, and it can potentially hurt your money, hurt you really, because it's lies. Listen, if something happened for real, like, I don't know, I was in the streets and I fell, or maybe I don't know, I was walking, I didn't see something, I fall like a bag of potatoes, and it's funny, people film it and they put it online. Even if it's like you ashamed of falling, well, you still fail for real. So if people put it online, I will be the first to laugh, because I post all the time photos of people who are falling. So listen, I'll grab it myself from the person and I'll post it myself. I'll be like, yo, bon dia, and I would just laugh about it myself. Even if I'm pissed that somebody filmed it, hey, it happened for real. But now if something didn't happen and somebody starts saying stuff about you, like you're a drug addict, you this, you that, your sexual orientation, or you like you're a pedophile, like what? Listen, rape, like the things people say. Once you are famous, People will invent stuff to be interesting at the dinner table, but they don't care. Sometimes, I don't know, like, listen, people will make stuff up just like that. I told you about the story of that girl who was pretending that she had sex with me, and then my ex came and beat her up. Those type of people are so dangerous because they can say anything. And imagine that this incident was in 1999, before YouTube, before Twitter, before Instagram, before a lot of the world of today. This happens in 2022. The whole world knows the information, and it fucks your business worldwide, because now there's a lot of people who are like, yo, I'm not working with this person because he doesn't respect his public. There's a lot of people who just, your streams can just dip, your views on YouTube can just dip just because of an information like that will go from Lisbon to China in 1 minute. WhatsApp groups, the information is out there. And people love to spread negative information about people at the speed of light. But when everybody realized that they were wrong about it, they just move on. They will not spread the, hey, we were wrong as with the same energy. They will just be like, okay, next story. This is boring. And you're here left with all the things that are said about you. So yeah, somebody had to step up and said, not today, bitch. And that was Cardi B. And she said, hell nah. And you're gonna pay. And trust me, a lot of people, it's funny, a lot of people are saying, yo, she has a lot of money. It's not a question of money, actually. It's a question of, I'm gonna teach you a lesson, so that you learn that next time that you don't have nothing to say, you don't say nothing. Next time you talk about me, talk about things that I said, things that I did, things that are alleged, whatever. But don't say that, yeah, I have sources, like I know that you have herpes, or you have this, or you have that. Because this is different. There's this thing where it's a blurry line, I understand, between rumors, gossip, and then defamation, when you really are going to that level. And I believe that in the US, another group of people that should be punished are the paparazzis, because they would come with their cameras knowing that if they get on your nerve and you do something stupid like hitting them up or slapping them, they can make $1 million from you in the US, because they are super protected. But at a point, they invade your space. So they should be just a little bit of balance, I believe, to when it comes to this. And I listen, I believe that Tasha K will be all right. I believe that she makes from the 1 million subscribers, all the views, the super chat, she probably make, I don't know, just like that, I would say 500K per month, I believe, or 300 or 400. I believe that she can pay that money. It's fine. It's a lot of money that she has to pay, around 4 million. I believe that she can pay them, maybe not right now, but she can pay them in 10 times, 400,000 per month, or maybe in 20 times. I believe she's fine, because she has a successful channel. I have saw her lives, I saw her things, and listen, if the people who love her stuff want to support her, they can go to her next live and flood it with super chats. You know, you have 1 million followers. If you have like 20,000 people coming, and all these 20,000 people just say, hey, listen, for the lawsuit, we are with you, and everybody put 100, that's 40,000 times 200, that's a lot of money, and this might help you. So I'm not worried for her. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, it's the end of her empire. I don't believe so. But it's a lesson that I hope that she will learn. I mean, from her videos, it doesn't seem like she's, I mean, hey, you know, she can save face, I don't know, but I believe that this is a lesson for her, and also for other people. When you talk about other people, right? Now you have to be just a little bit more careful and not reckless. It doesn't mean that, listen, and I love gossip blogs, I love gossip videos, a lot of those people, I watch them, but it's just like, careful when you go too far for the entertainment of your viewers. You have to understand that this can result in somebody who has time and resources fucking you back. So yeah, that's my opinion about it. And listen, for somebody who's been in, it's small on my level, but still, I left that party hearing the things that was said about me by somebody that I respect. I mean, we're friends today, we're still friends, but at that time, I was ready to fuck him up. I was ready. But, I went back home and listen, I was super sad. What up, Gabi? I was super sad. I was like, listen, how they say this about me, and like, I heard about this show myself, like it's not true. And listen, you kind of want to go on stage, right? You want to go on stage and just come and take the mic and say, this is not true. But people are booing you already. Motherfucker, African guy. That was a horrible experience, I'm telling you.